let me catch you up to speed real fast. So over the last 3 days, I have been hard at work cutting wood and building 5-frame nucs, but not just regular 5-frame nucs, double-story 5-frame nucs. I'm gonna take my weak colonies and I'm just gonna use those strictly for brood. So the first candidate is hive number 1, hive number 5, hive number 9, these two that I split, hive number 16, hive number 21, laying all of her eggs on the side of the cell. She, in fact, is still doing so, yep, gonna requeen this entire hive. Whew. All those splits yesterday was a very long and exhausting day. So I'm sorry to have to just cut it out. It was already getting pretty late. It was 7 o'clock and I was still doing all those splits and I still had so many more to do. So I just had to get it done. But to catch you up, what I ended up doing is I got rid of all of my weak colonies and I put them in all of these nucs over here. Then after that, I went through one of my strongest colonies that is a double deep of brood. I don't like going into winter with 2 deeps of brood. I'd prefer just 1 deep full of brood and then have a deep full of honey on top of that. So I ended up splitting up one of the deeps that they had amongst the rest of them. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of those nucs filled. Today though, I have some queens that I'm going to be introducing into these colonies. I have 10 of them here, and then I have to put queen cells in some of the rest. These are all virgin queens that I'm going to be introducing into the colonies. So let's get started and see how these nucs are doing. Now would you look at that? I also got some bricks. I'm going to use this as a way of knowing which hives need to be checked on again and which ones are all taken care of. In all honesty, I get kind of lazy with my note taking sometimes. And it's kind of hard to tell which ones really need to be dug into and which ones don't. So these are going to help me know so that I am not digging into hives that don't need attention. Remember, the more you dig into a hive, the less productive they're going to be, and honestly they do better when you're not digging into them all the time. That's better. Okay, let's go through and mark these so that I can tell the difference between what is what. Now let's start putting in queens. Now 2 of these already one has a virgin queen and the other one has a mated queen that's already laying, and one over there actually has a mated queen as well. So the rest of them though, I'm going to put virgin queens in right now. Also, I forgot to mention the reason why you're seeing different entrance holes on all of these is because I'm going to try out the different styles and see which kind I like best. Whether I like just a little hole or whether I like the whole entire bottom board open. I have an entrance reducer in right now just because it is robbing season and I don't want them to get robbed out, so yeah. This appears to be friendly. Of course. Sunny and raining. Hello, Michigan. Number 12 has a mated queen, so the brick is going to go laying down. This is crazy. Now for the rest of them. I ended up putting them in a colony to finish them and make sure that they're kept very warm instead of keeping them in that nuc. Also, I used that nuc to make up one of my other nucs anyways. So let's see how these cells are doing, and we're gonna put some of these in too. These are looking good, a little bit easier to see them now. I already put the 2 that were on the bottom in one of the colonies over there, and I put it in this colony that had a queen that she was laying on the side of the cell. So let's get it. Putting the red color bricks facing up, standing up, so that I know that I have either a virgin queen or a queen cell in there, and that there is not a mated queen. And I'm choosing red so that I know that these are the queens that I grafted and not the ones that I got. All right, so I have 4 extra in case any of my queens over there get rejected. And then over here I have my mated queens that I banked in this hive above a queen excluder. Oh, I just realized you probably can't even see down in there, but there's one down there and one right there, and one down there. These were my mated queens that I took out of my weak hives. Just gonna keep these just in case anything happens. And now the hard part. Hoping that they become accepted and hoping that they come back from their mating flight successfully. That is the real hard part. So make sure you follow along to find out how this whole operation goes. Yes, I'm taking a lot of risks doing this in August, but I'm confident that they will be able to make it through the winter, but we'll see. I may be wrong. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.